there, Julia here. Today I want to share some of my favorites when it comes to stationery. I've thought about what really has stood out and made my journaling and planning easier or more enjoyable some way this year. Per usual, any links will be down in the description if you're curious or want to try out some of these favorites for yourself. So my first one is this inkwell from Stationery Universe, and this shows up in videos from time to time, but just know that if I am doing anything with bottles of ink, this is off to the side, sometimes out of frame. But ever since I got this from Stationery Universe, I have been loving it. So what is it? It is a little dish for your inks. So as you're inking up new pens or even for dipping pens, you have this nice little spot where ink splatters are okay, and you even have a little spot to rest your pen. You can rest it just down in there like that, and it's just nice to have this thing that's specifically made for this purpose. In the fountain pen and ink world, we use a lot of tools that aren't necessarily made for us or designed for our purposes, but this one is, and so that's really nice to have that extra little lip there. So I really love this. It's really lovely, easy to clean, and handmade, and you just really can't beat it. So I've been loving this inkwell this year. Another favorite are these clear TN covers, and this one may be a little hard with the lighting here, but you can see that there is a shiny something on these TN inserts. And so yeah, they just slip on like this, and they keep your TN inserts protected. So I'll show you a little bit of my main kind of planner system in a little bit, but I move these inserts in and out of my main cover quite a bit. And when they aren't in that cover, they aren't really protected, and they're prone to stains and getting dinged and all of that. And so I really just love that these clear covers exist so that these can be protected when they're not in a cover. And then sometimes, like this life insert, for example, I take it with me. Sometimes without a cover at all, I can just slip it in my bag, and it's a really minimal way to carry around these inserts. It just makes them a little more flexible. And yeah, I've been loving these, and I think I got these from Serica Studio. Again, I'll link anything I can down in the comments. Next up, and these kind of go hand in hand with the inserts, are these clips from Esterbrook. They're beastly. They're smaller than some of the other like more ornate clips that I have. I have a few Traveler Company ones, the little Pinco clips, but these are really nice. I think they're called E-clips. Fun little play on words. So for, let's say, this insert, you can just clip it flat and work on the insert. And so it's, I don't know, it just feels a little more heavy duty. I've used it a lot with my main planner this year. And I don't know, with them being smaller, I'm always kind of looking for smaller things to travel with that still pack a nice punch. And these have been, ever since I got them a couple of months ago, these have been kind of my favorite clips. Okay, next up is my Rickshaw Sinclair bag. I got this shortly before the San Francisco Pen Show, a couple of months before the pen show, and this was my pen show like main carry bag, and it's really great. Again, I feel like it's designed with pen people in mind. You have a nice front pocket. These are actually customizable, so you can put whatever you want. Like you can do this like felt section on the front and put your pocket on the back. There's an option to kind of do what you want, but I have like a felt thing on the back, and I want to get little attachments here that maybe have a pen sleeve on it or a little zip something. I haven't gotten into it just yet, but I think it would be fun to have different attachments to strap onto this. But you have a zipper pouch back here. Here's my strap. Inside you have space for whatever. There's 2 pockets. They fit. Let me see if I have one handy. Like these pen sleeves. This is a 3 pen sleeve. They fit in here perfectly. So you can just tell that they were designed to go together. And then you have a larger pocket here. And I mean, even with all of that, it's quite slim, which is nice in a crowded pen show. But even aside from that, I really like this for minimal travel. I am like very much into packing and minimal packing and traveling light. And so I like this for a personal item. It has all of my essentials, the wallet, the passport, the AirPods, a few journaling supplies, my fountain pens so I can take those out and do nibs up for the flight. But yeah, I think this is a great personal item bag as well. And it's customizable. Like I said, I even, decided that I wanted this pattern on the outside, this color on the little tag here. And then I decided what color the lining was going to be. So I just thought that this was really fun and I've been enjoying it ever since I picked it up. The next item I feel like I cannot shut up about. It is Crinkle Crinkle Vue Corona paper. I've mentioned several times that ever since the Tombow River paper debacle at the beginning of the year, I kind of went on a quest to find and try as many different papers as possible. I stumbled upon Vue Corona pretty early on in the year, and at that point I hadn't heard a soul talk about it, and I immediately fell in love. But that was kind of a double-edged sword because I could not find like any notebooks in it or anything except for these A4 loose leaf sheets, and you can see it's 52 GSM, and I just went to town swatching on it, writing on it, making my own little booklets, like fun little notebooks like this. But the main reason I love this paper, I first talked about it here, I think in May when I did this little kitty ink pot short, but it just shows ink properties so beautifully. It keeps the integrity of your nib size, and it's nice and light. And even on the back, we don't get much. We do get a little bit of, tiny bit of coming through here, but the ghosting is minimal. The crinkly sound is nice. And yeah, I mean, look at this. Ugh, so gorgeous. So anytime I really wanted to show off how beautiful like a dual tone ink is, or anything with really nice shading or sheen, like I reach for Vue Corona to show that. And then shortly into planner season buzz, I started hearing about some planners using Vue Corona, and I would love it. However, because of the demand, there was a shortage with the paper. And yeah, and now a lot of people are switching back to Tombow River, which is unfortunate. I really do like this paper and would love to have my planner be in Vue Corona. But we'll see. If you can get your hands on a notebook or even this loose leaf of Vue Corona, do recommend. Okay, next up is my silhouette. I used to have a Cricut, and that honestly caused me more heartache than I care to admit. But ever since I switched over to the silhouette, I think it's the Cameo 4 that I have been loving it. It's just more reliable and I have been using it I've just been using it a lot this year in general, but I've been using it for making little tabs like this, which I've used on my like pen show insert here. So I have Chicago, St. Louis, San Francisco, and then tests. So where I test inks and pens and swatches so I can get to super quickly. So I've made these blank ones for that. I've made these tabs for my planner, and these are just based off of the Travelers Company tabs. I just kind of looked at those, measured those, and then made them myself for the silhouette. And so it's just been really nice to like make some of these things that I'm seeing and test them out before buying them. Like these letter stickers I made, because a lot of times with the letter stickers that you get, they don't give you enough of any particular letter, or you don't get numbers or like exclamation points. So I just made these for myself, and anytime I run out of a letter or something, I can just print and cut another round of them. So yeah, doing stuff like this, and then also stickers in general. Like when I didn't have time to really decorate my planner for September, I made this, printed it out on sticker paper, and cut it out, stuck it in here. So that's been really nice. I have a sticker shop on Etsy as well, but even so, I would be doing this stuff for myself anyways, because it's just so helpful, so fun. And if I need something super specific, like another example for the San Francisco Pen Show, my nib stats, like I made a little sticker for that, and I wanted it to be very clear. I didn't want to draw it myself in there. So yeah, just like little things like that. I know it's a little bit of a learning curve to work with a silhouette and print cut stickers and all of that, but my background is in design and I have lots of experience with print and vinyl cutting machines and all of that. So this is just fun and natural to make things like this for myself. Also wanted to mention that this is the sticker paper that I like to use from Online Labels. It's this code, and there's another one too, like a standard one that doesn't have the same kind of coating on it that I used to use, but I like this one a little bit better. But yeah, I even use it to print photos for like my life journal. Sometimes if I have a lot of photos to print, then I'll just put them all on an art board and then just print them out on the sticker paper, cut them and stick them. So yes, love it. Okay, now I just want to mention some obvious things that I've been loving. So I'm going to call it my obvious mentions instead of honorable mentions, because last year I'm pretty sure I talked your ear off about the Tombow Fudenosuke, and I use it constantly. I use it for outlining things and doodles and any of these headers in my ink journal, which I also love my ink journal. Any of these headers, all Tombow Fudenosuke. So love that. 9 times out of 10 in my planner itself, all of these little doodles, all of this writing here is all this pen. Yep, here too. I just love it because I can do kind of that flex brush lettering. I can do regular writing. I can doodle with it. I can paint on top of it. It's just like the perfect all-in-one type of pen. I have a bunch of them. I always keep a bunch of them stocked. So as soon as my little tip here gets a little fatter, I just switch it on out to another one. I love this pen. These things, fountain pens, like I love fountain pens, and I'm not just talking about these two in particular. These are just the first ones that I could get my hands on and show you, but we love the fountain pens here. And I just continue to learn and enjoy, and I don't know, they've had a huge effect on, and inks too. Sorry, I'm having a moment. So fountain pens and inks. I just continue to adore them. And really, my love for the pens and the inks have affected so much my desire, my preferences when it comes to notebooks and planners that I buy, or even that I even entertain. Some things I don't even entertain anymore because they don't work for my fountain pens and or my inks. And then major obvious mentions, shout out to my TN setup this year, with my main planner being this size, a lot of like my life journal, my pen show inserts. I have a New Mexico travel insert, all in this TN system where I can just pop things in and out as I need them. I'll do a whole video on what I think about this planner and how it's been going. So let me know, one, if you have any questions about this or anything you want me to touch on in particular, and then make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that. But yeah, I mean, I guess spoiler alert, I really loved how compact this has been and just how modular it's been to like put these things in here, take them out when I don't need them, and just being really intentional about what I have with me at any given time. And this cover in particular, this is from Moterm, like A+. I have a nice little pin loop here. I have an extra little pin loop here for like a gel pen or something. And just pockets galore, pockets in here, a zipper pocket, pockets back here. Here's that Vue Corona notebook that I made in case I want to test out something on Vue Corona. I have a pencil board back here. I have blotter paper. And then this really long secretary pocket back here in the back, which I don't even know what's in here. Oh, a Tasha. Oh, certificate of purchase for a Tasha pen. So yeah, this has been, and more stickers. See? There's stuff falling out everywhere, but love this setup so much. It's been so functional for me this year. So yeah, that's what I've been loving this year. Let me know what you've been enjoying this year as well down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm gonna leave you with more more stationery favorites. I'll leave my last list of stationery favorites right here for you to check out. Yes, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.